First of all, this training is 100% free. You're going to learn to promote and automate your business online. You're going to learn to automate your lead generation. And you're also going to learn how to automate your sales processes. Best of all, there are no upsells here. Let me show you around. Visit our website at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, to join our live training. You can access all of our previous training here in the menu under All Replays. Click here to access the MAG 5 training webinars and resources. Click here to join our live Q&A Zoom meetings on Fridays. Click here to access each of the MAG 5 niche courses. And never miss a training again by texting the word live to this number here. Join the Builderall community of entrepreneurs here. And if you're not a member yet, that's okay. Click here to get access to all the Builderall tools and join the family. Now, let's build it with Builderall. Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist with Builderall. Welcome to today's training. We are actually creating a website to sell our funnel that we created for how to basically sell your online course. Okay, so we created a whole funnel for that and did a whole series that was about 2 months long, so lots of training in there. You can access the training at the top of the broadcast page in the replays section. So just look for the unit that says create your online course, and then you'll see all of the training there. Let me see your comments here. Jim says, hi, Bridget. Hope all is well. Hope your aunt is doing better. Thank you so much for asking, Jim. She actually is not. She kind of took a turn for the worst last night. So we are just praying and hoping and wishing and good thoughts and all of that as we possibly can. Jim says, I couldn't find yesterday's lesson and the replays. What was the title of yesterday's lesson? Actually, let me just share with you, Jim, the broadcast page here that I'm looking at. So if you go to the top and go to all replays, you'll see here, I wish there was a better way for me to put the most recent video. I try to leave it up there, but since this is a new system, it's kind of hard for me to tell what's easy for you guys to find. So definitely, if you have tips on how I can make this easier, maybe I need to just reorganize the modules here to make it more clear and show you like what the most recent video is. So definitely drop in the chat. Let me know how I can make this more streamlined for you. But the way that I've been doing it is just adding to the modules. So for example, if you want to check out how to create your own course funnel, you'll see that we have all of these videos here. So definitely looks like 18 videos. And then I have a separate unit here for create a website to sell your course funnel template, because I definitely wanted to divide those and keep them separate. So if you're looking for yesterday's training, it's going to be here, design the homepage, okay? Because that's what we've been working on. And then if you want to know how to create the website pages and the checkout and all of that, that's this previous training here. So definitely open to new ideas. The purpose of all of this is not for me, it's for you guys. So if you can't find something, definitely let me know. So I appreciate you letting me know, Jim, that you're struggling to find things, because, like I said, I'm definitely open to suggestions. Let me move this back over here so I can still see your comments and share my screen. Jim says, I see. I was looking under the create your own course funnel. And you know what? I think that's my fault. I did say that in the training. And then as I was uploading the videos, let me actually just go back here. As I was uploading the videos, I was thinking, if somebody's looking for this training, maybe they wouldn't think about going to the create your own course, because we've actually already done that. So I'm sorry. In my effort to make it more clear, I may have confused you, because I decided after the live that maybe this should be its own unit. So again, my apologies. Like I said, it's a new thing, so definitely working out the kinks, and it will be, marketing is an ever evolving process. So as, new things happen, we are constantly evolving, and the goal is always to make it as simple as possible for you guys to find training, and also for you guys to have everything, have everything easily accessible. So if it's not clear to you, definitely want to know. So I do appreciate that, Jem, very much. So let's see. Let's get into today's training, and just to kind of catch you up to what we did yesterday, I'm going to open up this website, and you can see what we're doing is we're just creating a very simple like sales letter page, and all we're doing is uploading the images from the website pages, and we're adding them to this website here. Okay, so that's what we were working on yesterday. We kind of went over the mobile optimization and all that, but we definitely want to finish this out because we have many pages, and I had this little cheat sheet here I'm going to use again today, so you can see that we got as far as the thank you page. So we are about halfway finished. So we need to create these pages now and kind of finish up with some loose ends. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy here and the link here, and I want to go to my Google window here, and the reason that I'm doing that is because I'm actually in an incognito window. Oops. Okay, so here is what I was talking about yesterday with the I'm glad this reminded me. See, I was more prepared than I even thought I was. So here's what we need to do before we get into those membership pages. Let me just close out of this, okay? Let's go to site members. Where is my site members? Oh, I don't have site members because I don't have a membership area here. So what I need to do is go back to our launch your own course, and remember I did put them in categories to make it so nice and easy for me to find. Let me actually click here to edit site. So what I'm doing is, and you could easily do this by going to the opt-in page, and then what you need to do is actually either use a promo code and buy everything, or you can do what I'm getting ready to show you. Since I already showed you how to use the promo code and go through, you create your account and all of that stuff, the purpose of what we're doing now, where we created the promo code before to test everything, what we want to do now though is actually just give ourselves access to all of the pages. So I'm going to go here to members, and you'll see that I've already created a login. So I'm going to click here to edit, and then I just want to click here to give myself access to the front end members area. So you remember when we were testing all of this out, because I wanted to show you the difference between getting access to a product and then not getting access to the product, we actually created a registration in our funnel, which gave us access automatically to the members area for the lead magnet, because remember, that's the free thing we gave away. And then we did not purchase the front end offer, which was the ebooks, because again, I wanted to show you the difference and how you will actually be restricted if you did not pay for an item. You will not get access to it. But we did purchase the upsell, which was the video course. So that was already checked. We do have the option. But if you need to manually give access, like for example, if someone, logged into your funnel and they're like, I purchased the videos, but I can't access it, you can verify that here in the site members area, and then you can manually give them access. But I do recommend like getting a screenshot or some type of proof that they actually did pay. So make sure that you are sure that they paid. Sometimes with customer service issues, like sometimes, if somebody had to go, it wasn't easy to follow or something, especially when I first create a funnel. If they give me any issues at all, I will usually give them access to something they didn't pay for or some type of bonus as my apologies. You know, customer service is still important when you're doing digital products. So you could, if you wanted to do that and say, I'm so sorry that you had trouble with your funnel. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to give you the ebooks for free. I'm going to give you the video course for free or whatever. So you could do that here and then just click save. So now, since I'm the person registered here, you'll see I should have access if I log in with this info to all of the products. Okay, so let's go back to our website that we are creating to sell the template. I'm going to choose my category again. I'm going to click here to edit site. So now when I go to this page, I should have access if I'm logged in. Okay, so let me go to my little cheat sheet here. Oh, I brought it up on this other menu. So let me copy this link here. And then I'm actually going to open my incognito window, or my non-incognito window. Not that one. I wonder, did I close out of it? Maybe I closed out of it, but that's okay. I will just open a new one. Okay, so here we go. And this one, I'm using this one because remember yesterday I wanted to get access to, I wanted to use my extensions. And when you're in the editor, any type of extension, or the group, like especially Google Chrome extensions, it will interfere. So always best practice if you're in the editor to use incognito in Chrome, okay? So I think this actually kept my registration info here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in because remember, I've already registered into the funnel. Okay, so now you see that now I have access to this. Okay, so this is the free guide that we're giving away. So this is the lead magnet. All right, so now what I want to do is access my FireShot extension. And I'm going to click here and I'm going to actually capture the entire page. You can also capture the entire page by holding down Control, the Shift key, and then the letter Y all at the same time, okay? But I'm actually going to just capture the whole page. And you see now we have this available. If you don't have the FireShot extension, you can really use anything as long as it just captures the whole page. This is the one that I prefer, but you can always Google it. I also showed how to find it in yesterday's video. So I'm going to copy this to the clipboard. Let me go here to open up my Canva. Let's see, close out of this. I'm going to close out of this. Let me go back to, I was actually working on something when I stopped here. So here is what we did previously. This was yesterday's. And again, you know, I want to make sure that I have the correct size. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to left click on the canvas and then I'm going to click Control V to paste. So now I'm just going to keep this the same size, but I want to stretch this out as much as possible because the goal here is to highlight this page. So now I need to download this and I'm going to actually, we're going to rename this and it's going to be the Lead Magnet Members page image. Okay. So we're going to click download. And then because I don't want these white borders on each side here, I'm going to choose transparent background and then download. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and save it into the correct folder. So we'll click, now that I've selected that, we'll go ahead and click save. And now let's go back to our website here. Oops. Okay, so here's our website. Let's go back to edit page. And let's keep on working. So we're going to scroll down here as soon as it uploads. Sometimes it moves slow when I'm online. Okay, so it looks good, looks good. I do think that this has a little bit too much space. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna left click here. Actually, it's easier if you do the one above because see that how that blue line appears there with the little dot. It's easier to move it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that blue line and we'll just move that up. We'll move this up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and center this. Okay. And just like we talked about yesterday, just to make sure that all of our boxes and everything are the same, what I like to do is use the ruler up here, and then I'm going to click here where this border starts, and then I'm going to click here where this border starts. Now I know that all of my boxes will be the same width. Okay, so like I can already see this one is a little bit too wide, so I can just left click there and then just bring it in just a little bit. Okay. So we'll go ahead and shrink this up a little bit as well, because it really is, I mean, you'll save yourself so much time and trouble and frustration if you just try to work panel by panel and just stay as organized as possible. Okay, so that's always my goal. Actually, I think I want to flip, wonder if I can flip this around here. Let's see, because I would like for it to be on the other side. But that's okay. Actually, what we can do is grab one of these that are the correct direction. Let me just copy it. So I'm just going to duplicate this arrow, and we'll just move it down here. Because I like for it to be pointing inward, not outward. So I'm just going to add this arrow here. And we actually could keep that there, or we could just put it here, whatever. We'll think about it. Okay, so now our thank you page, it does need a demo button. So let's go ahead, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Let's expand this just to give a little bit more space. Let's go ahead and duplicate this button. And let's bring it down. Doesn't pop forward, so we can click here to layer up until it pops above that. So we'll just bring this down now. And we can center this button here by clicking center. Now we need the link to our thank you page. Okay, so let's actually, we already have it. So let me pull up my little cheat sheet here. And we have the thank you page here. And remember, this is just so when we're selling this, they can see the live view. So let's click here. We're going to go to set link. And then I'm just going to replace this with the thank you page. And as I said yesterday, we always want to make sure that we're opening in a new tab, because if they go to look at the thank you page, we just want them to be able to X out of that window to come right back to our sales page. Okay. If we didn't care if they came back to this page, then we could open in the same tab, but we definitely want them to not lose this page, because the purpose of this is to make a sale, right? So you definitely have to keep that in mind with your customer journey. So let's click select. So let's go ahead and save, because save is our friend, and anytime I do any amount of changes, I definitely just want to save often. Okay, so now we're getting down to the nuts and bolts where it talks about all of the details and things like that. I'm not really ready for that yet, because I have lots of pages, or lots of website pages that I need to highlight here. So what I'm going to do is actually just duplicate this whole panel here. So you'll see, though, it moves it down to the bottom. So I'm going to click here inside the panel. I'm going to click here to edit element. And then let me go down to where it says move panels. And I'm just going to move this panel up to, let's see, which one is it? I think it is right here. So I'm just going to move this up, I think here. Let's see, move. Let's make sure we got it in the same spot. So now we have thank you and thank you. Okay, so now let's upload our new image. Actually, let's just change this now. And we're going to call this lead magnet. Oops, keyboard is wonky. Okay, let's type in better, actually. Lead magnet membership membership page. So I hesitate here because oops, don't want to delete it. I hesitate here, and just because I always love to tell you guys like what I'm thinking, you know, my logic in doing something, so that you understand the why. I am a person who needs to know the why, so that's why I like to explain to you guys why I'm doing something. So I hesitate here with lead magnet membership page, because A lot of times people, especially if they are WordPress users, they see membership page and then they think, oh, well, I have to have a whole membership area. Membership website is not really what I want. But membership in Builderall is actually used in the same way as a restricted area. Okay. So I definitely want to relay that in a way. I mean, this is going to be sold to Builderall users. That's the purpose of this specific website because we're going to put it on the marketplace. But I definitely, even some Builderall users who have never used the membership function, they are still, sometimes there's some confusion with that. So I may actually put /restricted page. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I think I like to differentiate that, or at least the show the clarity there. I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat. Is it confusing to you to say membership area or restricted page? Which one do you think that we should be calling this? Because I know that terms are very important, because when you hear us talk about membership areas, you know, we definitely want to be clear and use that word so you know when you come back to the back office what you actually need to create to restrict a page is a membership area. So I don't know. I get that question a lot, and I always just try to think about you guys then how can I frame things in a way that makes the most sense and reduces any type of confusion. So anyway, that's my speech about membership areas and restricted pages. Okay, so we actually need to change this image now. So let's left click on the image and let's click edit element. And let's go back to general settings. Now we need to upload the image that we just created. Jim says he likes membership area. I think I'm leaning towards that direction, Jim. I just always definitely want to be clear so that it's understood what I am creating. So now let's grab this page here and let's swap this image out. So this gets really, really easy when it comes to just duplicating things and swapping out links and images. I love it. So easy. All right, so now we've gotten this one done. Let's definitely swap out the link here. Did we do that already? I don't think so. Let me grab the link for our membership page here, except we can't do that. I keep having to remind myself we can't do that because they will not be registered. So they won't actually get the demo. So what I need to do is delete this. And now I'm thinking, again, I want to tell you my thought process. I'm thinking, do I need to put a demo? I can't put a demo button here because they will not be able to access. I don't want them clicking on and creating a registration. So I think I'm not going to put a button there. I'm just going to shrink this up. And since it does say restricted, I will say, hopefully that's clarity enough. But again, you never really know what your customer journey or what stops them up in the process until you do some testing. So I'm going to say that this is good, but definitely let's duplicate this. And now you see we have our panel down here. So I'm going to click here to edit, and let's go to move panels, and let's just move this up. I think it's 2. So we'll click move. And now our next page, make sure that moved up. Yep, okay, good. I'm going to bring this down a little bit just to give some more room on that panel. So now our next page is going to be the front end offer page. So let's double click here, and we're just going to type in front end offer. Okay, now let's grab our image, but first we need to get the link here. And I'm going to copy, and let's go ahead and open our non-incognito window. Let me close out of here. Let's put this link here and click V. Now this is the one that I gave myself access to, and since I'm already logged in here, it actually just went ahead and logged me in. Okay, so just to let you know that this was what I had to manually give myself access to, so it did work. Everything's functioning properly, so that's good to know. Let's click here to get a screenshot of our entire page. And now that we have that, we can click copy to clipboard, and we will go to Canva, click continue editing. Let's go ahead and just delete this, and we'll click Control V to paste. So let's go ahead and expand this now. And we can center this, make sure that it's lined up correctly. And let's go ahead and change the title here, and this is going to be the ebook members area. Okay, so we'll click download, and we want to choose transparent because we don't want the white borders here. So we'll click download, and it will open our appropriate folder. So I'll click save, and then let me just minimize Canva, minimize this. Now we're back here to our page. Let's go ahead and click here. We want to edit the image, so let's go to make sure it's on the edit element, general settings, and now we need to upload the image for our ebook members area or front end offer members area. So I'm going to select that and click save. So now we have our image here, and again, no need for a demo button because it is restricted. They will not have access unless they've registered. Just move this down a little bit. So far, so good. Let's see how many pages we have left. Okay, so we have 3 pages here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy here. And we can change our panel. Actually, we need to duplicate. Move this up, click here to edit element, and go to move panels, and we'll move this up too, and click move. And once that's moved, we'll go ahead and change the title. I do like to change the title before I skip away because it does help me remember where I was at. So let's say we're going to call this Upsell. Oops. Upsell. Oops. I want it capital. Upsell offer membership restricted page. Okay. So now let's go back to our non-incognito window. Let's paste the link here for our upsell page and click enter, and we are logged in already. Now, one cool thing is too, I think I actually added this not on purpose. But there is an element for the membership areas that you can add up here where people can log out. So that is a function, and we did talk about that when I was creating this. But what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and do screenshot again. We'll capture the entire page and copy to clipboard. Let's go back to Canva. Click continue editing. Let's delete this. Click Control V to paste. Let's stretch this out. And let's add this to we'll center it to the middle there. Let's change this to Upsell members area, and we'll download. We'll choose transparent background and download here. And it'll bring up our folder here, so we'll click save. Now let's go back to Builderall, and let's swap out this image here. So we did our upsell, we changed that. Let's go ahead and change the image. We go to general settings, change image, select file, and let's go to our upsell members area, and we'll click here to select it and click save. Okay, so we've done a lot of work so far. Let's go ahead and save our whole website, and that's fine. And close. And let's check our list here. So it looks like we have 2 pages left, and that is the privacy policy and the terms of use. So we don't need to worry about being logged in for that, but we can go ahead and duplicate this. So we'll duplicate, and let's just go ahead and duplicate again. So then we will come up here and select this panel and click Edit Element, go down to Move Panels, and let's just move both of these up too. So move that up too as well, and click Move. And once that moves, let's make sure that it's all correct. So we have our upsell offer. Now we have 3 upsell offers. Okay, so I'm going to change the title here to be privacy policy page. And let's go ahead and change the title here to terms of use. Terms of use page. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. And that's fine. And close. And let's see, now we need to swap out our images, but first we need to get the images. So let's actually copy this again because I forgot I copied it. And then let's go back here to our unincognito, and let's go ahead and paste the link here. And now we have our privacy policy page here. So we'll go ahead and take an image screenshot of that. And now we have our privacy policy page. So I'm going to copy to clipboard, and we'll go back to Canva, continue editing, want to delete, and then we'll Control V to paste. I can sense you guys are quiet on the broadcast page, but I can also sense very much that you are excited about this. And actually, here's what I'm thinking about this. Do you really need to know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm contemplating putting the privacy policy and the website terms of use page on one image. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of liking it. It is kind of long. Is it really worth all the real estate that it's going to take up on our website? I'm kind of thinking I really like them on the same image. So you guys let me know. Right now I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. So let's go to, unless you guys let me know right now. If you hate it, if you hate the idea, definitely don't want to use that. Okay, so what we're going to do is copy our website terms of use, and let's go ahead and take a screenshot of that. We'll do capture entire page and copy to clipboard, go back to Canva, and let's do Control V to paste. And now you see we have an exact copy of our website terms of use. So what's cool about Canva is as you move these things around, it actually tells you if it's lined up correctly. So let's just line this up at the same height and everything. Jim says he likes it. So all right, Jim, that's what we're doing. And if everyone hates it, blame Jim. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this same image. Let's see, let's move it up here. This is a little bit bigger, so we'll just play with this a little bit, make sure that it's all congruent and beautiful. Same space on each side, but we definitely want to show that they are 2 different pages. So let's just move this around, and what I'm doing is looking for the pink line. See how that pink line shows up in the middle? That lets me know that things are lined up correctly. So all right, looks good. I'm going to go ahead and change this image here. We're just going to say legal. We don't need members here. All right, so we'll say legal. We'll go to download. We'll still choose a transparent background, and then we'll click download again. Okay, so it's going to open up our folder here. We'll go ahead and click Save, minimize Canva, and we can actually minimize all of this and go back to our website. So instead of these 2 panels, now we are just going to need one because, you know, like I said, I troubleshoot and think about all of this while I'm with you guys. So Let's click yes and delete. So I certainly do not get everything just perfect exactly the first time, right? So let's see. Privacy policy and, or I could just say legal pages. I think legal pages works good. So I'm going to say legal pages. And let's swap this image out here. So I'm going to click on it, click Edit Element, go to General Settings, change image, select File, and now let's look for our legal pages. There we go, and open. And we'll go ahead, as soon as it uploads, we'll select our image and click Save. All right, so now we have our images there. Yay! Okay, of course we want to save again. And that's fine. And close. Okay, so we have our legal pages now. Now we're getting into the 5 reasons to buy this now. Okay, so really, since we're selling to Builderall affiliates, and again, you always, every step of the way, you want to keep in mind who your customer is and how can you present this in a way that they will see value in this. Okay, so let me see here. Let's say, remind your customers why they need to get this product now. Let's go ahead and click Control V. We'll say this sales funnel template is built on Builderall and includes the following. So now let's go to our little cheat sheet here. And what we want to do is show them everything that they're going to be getting inside this template. So what I'm going to do is just copy these things. This is why I love to prepare, at least with just something simple like that cheat sheet, so that you can kind of get an idea of what it is that you're trying to not really sell, but the message that you want to relay. So I'm just going to go through these things and I'm going to highlight what I want to replace and click Control V to paste. Let me go back here. Now the front end offer, and I did want to say with ebook, because they are getting, when you purchase the template, you are getting all of the things that we are promoting in here. So I'm just going to go down the list and we're going to say the upsell page. And I definitely want to say they are getting the upsell page, but they will not get the e-learning. And so that kind of is a problem. I wish that we had a better way to transfer. You have to manually transfer, unlike with the other, if it's a website, then we actually can transfer that and it's no problem. But with the e-learning, the issue is with the videos, because and actually there is no like public link like normally, we could share that. So it does get kind of complicated when it comes to sharing the e-learning. So I cannot transfer the e-learning unless I do that manually. And then even if I manually do that, because our videos are hosted on my Builderall account, then those videos will not, they will not transfer. So I cannot transfer the e-learning. So anyway, hopefully, that changes in the future. That would be really cool to have that option to just easily transfer the videos like that. So for now, that's okay. We have so much value here that that's no big deal. I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's just continue with our list. I'm just going to click Enter, click Control V to paste. Guess I didn't add that F there. So we'll put that there. And let's keep moving down our list. So Upsell membership page is what they're going to get. So let's see here. Going to paste Upsell membership page. And then we're going to say, instead of saying privacy policy and terms of use, we'll just say legal pages. Oops. Legal pages, and you'll see that we don't have that little check mark. We'll have to manually do that, and that's okay. I do want to delete the space here because it's taking up way too much room. So I'm just going to left click here next to the letter, and I'm going to click delete, and that will remove the space very easily. Okay, so now we'll go click enter on legal pages, and let's go back to our list. Let's choose 7-day email follow-up sequence. I'm going to copy, and we're going to double click here and then enter twice and Control V to paste. I don't know why it didn't look like it was entered twice, but here we go. All right, let's go down the list. And I'm also going to include step-by-step instructions for our sales funnel template. And look, the instructions are going to be what's in my e-learning course for our group, okay? Looks like that's a different format, so let me just type this up, actually. I want this Maserati 18, so let me just delete this here. I'm going to highlight this. Let's change it to Maserati 18, and that should be matching the rest of this here. Okay. So I'm going to click enter, and I don't know. I don't know if I like everything being centered like that. I usually like to do where everything's aligned to the left. So let's actually see. We'll do left, and then we can add these checked marks. Let me see if it'll let me, let's see, duplicate. I have actually never tried that before. So let's click in here, and now let's try to copy. And let's see, Control V to paste. Okay, so it won't let me do that. So now what I need to do, I can't speak, is go to, let's do the checked mark. That's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to see if I can get, there's that exact one. So I'm just going to select that. Now I have that there. So I've said this before. The easiest way to do this is to click to the right of the letter and then use your left and right arrows to just move over. And then if you go back to the icons, it'll automatically select whatever you use last. So that's the easy way to add these little icons here. So I'm just going to click select, go to legal pages, move my arrow left, go to the icon, click select, go to the 7 here, move my arrow left, go to the icon, click select. Okay. And now I'm thinking I don't really want this line of text there. So I'm going to click Control X to delete. I'm going to delete some of the space here, and I'm actually going to shrink this in a little bit, and we will center this. So I'm just going to click here and then center. I'm going to shrink this in just a little bit, and then we'll center that as well. And we can move this button here. Okay. So I definitely, let's go ahead and make this a little bit larger. And let's make this box a little bit larger because now we have that message that we want to put at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is actually, we can move this down here. And I'll just use this text box and then add the text that I wanted to add. So I'm going to click Control V to paste. And now we have that little message here. So we'll center this also, and let's go ahead and save. Save, save, save. And that's fine. And I definitely want to move this little arrow up here, and we could actually just delete these panels here because I've highlighted everything that we really wanted to highlight. Here, let me go back down. Okay, so it looks like we're good. And the only thing now we really have left to do is just click here to set our button. So we'll go here, set link, and then you'll see in the super checkout, we only have one item, and it is our sales funnel that we created in the checkout. So all you have to do to connect our checkout item to this button is simply choose super checkout, choose the item that you have in your super checkout system, and then click select. Now we'll go back to save, and that's fine. And close. And let's go to the mobile view. Definitely want to make sure that we have everything lined up. Everything looks good. We definitely need to put a title up here. But everything, all the nuts and bolts, again, you know, I always say just get the content on the page. You can always worry about, you know, headlines and things like that, and make it pretty once you're finished. Okay, so everything kind of looks good. I want to align this to the left though, so I'm going to click in that box there. I'm going to go to General Settings, and I'm going to click here to align it to the left. We can actually click Advanced as well and add some more space. If we want to bring it in just a little bit, we'll say 20, that looks good. We can bring some of this text in, because you guys know I don't like it overlapping like that. Bring some of this text in as well. We'll bring these images in. Let me click here. We'll say lateral spacing, and we'll bring that in just a little so it's not hanging off the edge. Let's add a little space to the bottom as well. So we'll say 15. So let's go up here now. Let's bring this in 13 like we did that one. And then we will add some space to the bottom. I think it was 15 that we added. So 15. Let's see, that looks good. Let's bring this one in a little bit. So we'll say 13 like that one, and then 15 from the bottom. Okay, and maybe we'll do the same here. So let's see, 13 and 15. You know, these little steps right here will really, even though it seems so time consuming, it definitely shows, it's like the fine tune. You know, I want to go to advanced settings. Let me decrease the space. There we go. So really, I just want that to be on the same line there. So, okay, everything looks good there. We'll go back to desktop, and of course, we want to save because we've done a lot of work here. And let's think, okay? Let's work together for a thought process for this course funnel. Okay, so let's see, our main headline here, I'm just going to brainstorm with you because I swear I have not thought of this ahead of time. So my main headline is going to be, let's see, actually, let's just say create, oops, let's capitalize first. Create your own course and use this template to fast track your success. All right, now look, I'm going to be fully transparent. I don't love this. I usually, and I will think about this, but again, I can't stress enough. Just get it on there and think about it, and you may come back and change this many, many times. So what I want to do here is actually put some text that kind of leads into that. So let's say create, let me remove the C, create an online course with the knowledge you already have Okay, so Create an online course with the knowledge you already have. Create your own course and use this. Let me say use this course funnel, this course funnel template to fast track your success. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep that there. We're going to kind of like sleep on that. We're just going to stew on that, see if that's what we actually like. Let me click save again. And we want to go back to our mobile and make sure that that heading looks good. So let's go back here to the mobile version. And I can already tell it's very, very large. So let's left click here. Let's go to general settings. And because this is a neutral text, we can actually edit the text size here. So let's just shrink this down just a little bit. I do like for it to be on 2 lines if possible. So I think 20 it will be, I like for it actually to be bigger than that, but I really want it to be on 2 lines more than I care about the size of that. And let's definitely shrink this down because this is not meant to be the main headline. Okay, so we'll say 15 is good. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, all right, I'm satisfied. So let's click desktop and we'll definitely save. And let's actually just look. Let's get a good overview of what this actually looks like. Okay, so I'm going to close. Let's go back to the home. And let's republish, make sure all of our changes have taken place, and go to website. So this is what our website looks like, the live version. So we have our opt-in page. Let's click there, and there's our opt-in page demo. And we have our email confirmation page. So here's our demo of the email confirmation. We have our front-end offer page, and here's our front-end offer. We have a demo of that as well. So if you scroll down, that's the same page. Let's see, we have our upsell offer, which in this case is the video course. So we have the demo of that page as well. So here's the live version of that page. And we also have the thank you page. So let's check out the live version of that. And then we get into the membership area. So these pages are restricted. We don't have any, we don't have the demo for these, so that's good. One thing I don't like already is that we have the same pattern back here in our template that is just repeating the same style. So I definitely don't like that. We may actually delete some of these images and then just make like a solid background. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, it's cool to have it like it's up here and that looks good, but you know, maybe we would need it down here instead. Or maybe just a solid gray background, maybe a black background. Let's go back here because I'm really not at all happy with how that looks. Let me close out of here. And let's see. If we want to get rid of this background image, let's choose this here, and we'll go to edit element, and then let's go to background settings, and let's change the color. Let's just choose a black color. I'm kind of actually liking that, and I really like how the blue shows up so well there. I'm thinking that maybe we should just do this to all of them. So if I want to delete this image, now all I need to do is just change that color. It does change the text though right here. So if we wanted to do that, we would have to make it white. So let me just highlight here and let's make this text white. All right, so that looks good. I'm really liking this black background. I'm going to click here. And let's go to background settings and let's choose our color. I already have this specific shade, so it's actually kind of blue. I guess, but I do really like it. So let's click here, go edit element, and let's choose this color. And we'll scroll down and we'll just change all. We'll delete that image. We'll change it to that color. And we'll do the same here. So delete the image, change it to the color, and delete the image, change the color, and delete the image, change the color, and delete the image, change the color, delete the image, change the color. You guys are going to be like hearing my voice in your sleep saying delete the image, change the color. Okay, so looks good, looks good. I'm really liking that. Okay, so let's click save. And even though there's no way that that should really make any difference on the mobile view, anytime I make any changes at all, because I did change the color, I just want to go back and check the mobile view and make sure that everything still looks good. It's a habit you really should be in, because you would be surprised at the little changes that you can make that really affect the mobile view. I really don't like this text being 4 lines, so what I'm going to do is shrink this down just a little bit, actually. Let's move this. No, I don't want that. Let's see if it's neutral text. Okay, it is, so let's shrink this down a little bit. Okay, let's actually, if we have to do 3 lines, may as well make it look as good as possible. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Okay, and let's actually reduce the space on each side, bring that in, then we'll go back and change the text size. There we go. So just took a little bit of playing around, but I think I definitely want more space at the bottom as well, so I'm just going to add more space there. Okay. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to go back to the desktop now and going to save. And that's fine. All right, you guys, I think we seriously have done this. Now, tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're actually going to edit the thank you page. So if I go back here to save and exit, I showed you guys how I just pulled in this panel here of the thank you page. And all we did was take our, there's Alvaro. If you've not met Alvaro, he is Eric Salgado's son. He is just the coolest dude ever. I met him at the Builderall Mansion. Super cool guy. Anyway, so I just took the standard template that I use for all of my website templates, and we added our course funnel here to step 3, okay? But if you remember on our list, we promised them some things here, okay? And that was also, even though all of this, as soon as they click here, they're going to be receiving the funnel template, and it will also bring in the 7-day email follow-up sequence. So all of this will be attached to that public link, okay? But I do want to add here the e-learning, okay? Because we have our group here, but I also want to give them a direct link to the e-learning that tells them, how to create this, because we did promise that in our list. So we're going to edit this. We're going to make this more congruent with our funnel, but, it's really, really cool that we can just pull this template in, and we already have all of these instructions that Builderall has given us to use and to customize as our own. So let's see. Jim says, did you adjust the focus on your camera? I didn't, because I'm actually screen sharing. I wonder if that is YouTube, Jim, because it is live streaming to YouTube, and I can see that my the version that I'm looking at looks great. And actually, I can't adjust on I can't adjust my camera. My camera doesn't work, is what I'm trying to say, unless I'm actually sharing my camera. This is just the screen share. But in the e-learning, Jim, if it's hard to see in the e-learning, it's going to be the perfect quality, because I can see right now on what I'm recording on that it looks great. So that is really weird how YouTube changed so dramatically, because I see on the broadcast page it does look very unclear suddenly. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Jim says I can still read and identify everything, but I think your camera needs focused. No, Jim, it's definitely not. It's not my camera because I'm not using it, and it's not your laptop because I definitely see. Like I'm looking at this page right here, I can definitely see that this is not clear at all. But see, this is actually YouTube. So YouTube is the one who made it really fuzzy. But anyway, check out the replays if it's too confusing for you. The replay is going to be perfect condition, so no worries. Anyway, guys, make sure if you want to be texted on to never miss a training, you can text the word live to 1-317-623-4596. That's all I have for you guys today. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to redesign that thank you page and get everything set up and looking congruent with our funnel so that we can actually start selling it. So I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Go build it with Builderall. Thank you so much for joining me for today's live training. Don't forget to text the word live to 1-317-623-4596 so you never miss a training, and click the link above or below this video to join the Builderall family. See you next time.